Hello everyone, it's me. And yes, I do have different PNGs. I lost my other ones. I don't know where they went, so these are gonna have to do. Inconvenient, I know, but what am I gonna do? I'll tell you absolutely nothing. This is just what we're gonna have to deal with. So, instead of finishing animations today, I chose to rant about Dead by Daylight. As you may know, on August 5th of last year, during FNAF week, the official Dead by Daylight account announced a collab between Dead by Daylight and FNAF, which was great news and really exciting as someone who plays Dead by Daylight and has been a fan of FNAF for a long time. So today I wanted to talk about what I personally would like to see in the game. But what's that, you say? This is a art and animation channel. Oh, well, yeah, I suppose that's right. Here's a speed paint. Anyway, I am by no means a seasoned Dead by Daylight player, but I still enjoy playing for fun. I'm also neither a game developer or an expert, so bear with me. Dead by Daylight has been around for a long time, and so has Five Nights at Freddy's, both with large groups of fans. So naturally, when the collab was announced, a lot of people talked about what they figured would be most probable to be in the game, or they just straight up came up with mechanics for characters that they thought could be in the game. Today, I'm not going to talk about my expectations for what I want from the game, but more so talking about a concept I thought would be cool, even if it probably never will actually be in the game. So a lot of my talking right now will be just loosely explaining ideas. Out of the videos I've seen, a lot, and I mean a lot, of people, including friends of mine, have discussed Springtrap or William Afton in some form being in the game, and I agree. This is probably the direction behavior is going to go in, because Springtrap is a huge part of the franchise, but I would love to see variety in people's guesses. When you ask most people what they immediately think of when it comes to a Five Nights at Freddy's collab, they're most likely going to say William, any of his forms, Freddy Fazbear, or any of the rest of the original location, really. And I honestly wish companies would branch out and give us more than just the main villain or the mascot of the franchise, seeing as though there are so many more interesting and unique characters that the franchise has to offer.
I guess we could give you some more lines.
Okay, never mind. I don't want to kill you anymore.
Now, Security Breach being a new release underneath the new company Steel Wool, we could also get Vanny or the Mimic, but honestly, I'd rather them not make a Security Breach or Ruin related at all. I would much rather them stick to that nostalgic, original Scott Cawthon Five Nights at Freddy's that a lot of people, including myself, grew up with and originally fell in love with the franchise with. But that is just a personal preference, and I know a lot of people would be over the moon to see Vanny or the Mimic in the new collab. Now, who do I want to see? Who would I love to see in Dead by Daylight? Drumroll, please. Mangle! I think Mangle would be awesome in a game like Dead by Daylight.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Now, I don't think Mangle would be the killer in Dead by Daylight for the collab because of how difficult it would be to rig and model a Mangle, but it would be sick nonetheless. Mangle's attack to down the survivor or injure them in general could be a reference to the Bite of 87, where it's believed that Mangle bit the frontal lobe off of the security guard, who is supposedly Jeremy Fitzgerald. Far-range attacks could be the endoskeleton head, and close-range downs could be the main head of the animatronic. This would also provide opportunities for the survivor to be Jeremy and the map to be the location in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, allowing Mangle to use vents as transportation across the map. Mangle's ability could involve a noise suppression of sorts, either involving the terror radius or survivor audio, or even screeching like when Mangle enters your office in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and makes noise, which could stun survivors in a game like Dead by Daylight. I also think that Mangle has a lot of potential for a cool Memento Mori. For example, using one of the UCN lines,
"Now I get to play take apart and put back together. You won't feel a thing."
and having Mangle dismantle or tear survivors apart, I just think it would make for cool designs and atmosphere as well as interesting gameplay. However, seeing as though they are most likely going to go down the William Afton route, I would also like to say that another idea that they could run with would to be
It's the Mahajapit, Majahapit, Mapajahit, Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit.
having roles reversed and make Cassidy, one of the Golden Freddy spirits, and the rest of the missing children chase and hunt William as a survivor, similar to his death cutscene or Ultimate Custom Night. So those are my ideas for the game. Again, these probably aren't going to happen, but they're just something I wanted to toss out there and talk about because I think it would be really cool. Now, I appreciate you for watching this video and listening to me yap for probably like 10 minutes. I don't know, I didn't look at the count. But I hope you guys are having a good day. Love or hate my ideas. Thank you for watching this video, or coming to my TED Talk, if you will. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.